It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Quick reminder, all of the lore and information, storyboards, etc. are from nextersglobal and Herowars's webpage, as well as in-game content, which I'll link below. And any stat and skill information that is not from in-game content that I show is from Dan Buccini's Dan Butch Casting Hero Wars Guide, which I will also link below. Thanks. I understand that you are fed up with this psycho, but what can she do if she's got her father's temper, who is a professional mercenary? Gossiping with girlfriends, school, and all these girly things bored the hell out of Daredevil, and her mother didn't understand her tomboyish nature. You wouldn't believe what was going on inside a young troublemaker's mind when she had to put a dress on just because you're a girl. However, she didn't know she would suffer so much at the death of her mother. Oh, how stupid those insults toward her parents seemed now. After the loss of her mother, the only soulmate left was the girl's father. Daredevil followed him everywhere he went and tried to take over all his habits. Father, knowing her daughter's special temper, taught her everything he could. Daredevil learned how to shoot with both hands, make bombs, and got fit perfectly. The girl didn't let women come to her dad, seeing them as nothing but a threat to their small family. You may say that was selfish, but it was a woman who eventually killed the father. A mercenary from a competing side orchestrated the death of Daredevil's other parent. Since that, Daredevil is angry at all females for murdering his father, at herself for not saving him, and the whole world in general. And you know what? Don't you dare blame her. Okay, so how do you get Daredevil Soulstones? She actually happens to be one of the easier heroes to get, one of the easier heroes to summon because her soul stones are actually available in the campaign. So, if I check right here, check on soul stones, you can see that I can loot her soul stones in the ritual circle in chapter 6, fire worshipper's capital on chapter 8, and then pirate den on chapter 9. Of course, you got to get to chapter 6 before you can really start farming it, but you can also have a chance to get her soul stones in the heroic chest. I would personally prefer to get Cleaver out of the chest, but then I think everybody would. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more in depth about Daredevil. She is. Let me scroll down to her. Here we go. So Daredevil is a marksman. Her primary stat is agility, and she fights from the back line. She's got this punk rock vibe about her that I think is pretty cool. I like the dual SMGs, the dual looks like maybe UMP 45s that she's rocking, H&K UMP 45s. Who knows for sure? But her skins, she's got two skins. She's got an agility skin and then a crit hit chance skin. And then in the grand scheme of things between the two, I think that she benefits more from the agility skin. So I would recommend putting more into that first over the crit. Crit hit, of course, is very important, but physical attack and penetration would be better. Yeah. So speaking of all that, her gray activated ability is Big Bada Boom. Throws a bomb at the center of the enemy, damaging all enemies in the blast radius. And this attack is based on physical attack. Her green ability attacks the nearest target with electricity, damaging it and lowering its attack speed and movement speed. So this is a slow, which is an interesting ability for a marksman. This would be more for a support character. So this is actually the beginning of where I think this is a poor choice for a marksman, for a damage dealer. It's still very handy, especially with a fast attacking, maybe like a Jew. Going up against an opponent's Jew would be, this would be handy. Her blue ability is Firefight. Fires an incendiary shell at the nearest rival, dealing damage and setting nearest rivals on fire for 3 seconds. So this is a damage plus a damage over time. This is more in line with what a damage-dealing hero should be using. Something like this, I'd like to see a little bit more damage over times added to this game. I think that's an interesting concept, especially with a tactic in Grand Arena and an arena to do timeout fighting where you just play extremely defensive, and this is also based on physical attack. First attack, second attack and third attack are based on physical attack. And then finally, her Violet skill, Thirst for Blood. Whenever an ally dies, Daredevil's speed increases for 3 seconds. So as passive abilities go, and you can see here the base, it's plus 20% speed. The speed increase is very, very beneficial in this game, but having heroes die, planning on having heroes die in order to get the full potential out of Daredevil, it's just... I don't know if it's the best. I don't know if it's the best game plan. I don't know. I don't know. But all that being said, you can see that all of her abilities are based on physical attack, and she would do well to be paired with a physical team, such as Galahad as a tank. His artifact buffs physical attack, so that would be, that'd be handy. For glyphs, she's got physical attack, magic defense, armor penetration, crit hit chance, and agility. So what I would do is I would do armor penetration, and then physical attack, and then crit chance, and then worry about magic defense and agility. Probably, magic defense probably very last, agility probably fourth from last. But I would start with armor penetration for sure. Her artifact ability is the on and off. It's a flat physical attack increase for your team. Her book is crit hit chance and physical attack. So you can see that the crit hit is a big part of what she's about. And then of course she has the ring of agility. So all in all, she's a marksman. She's not amazing, but she probably has a place. I'm interested to see what teams are out there. If somebody has a team using Daredevil, please put, let me know in the comments or on the Discord. I would love to check it out. Okay, so let's briefly touch on stats real quick, like I like to do. First of all, she is a marksman attacking from the rear. Agility is her main stat, like I mentioned previously. She's 12th overall with physical attack. There's a lot of great hitters above her, and in fact, a lot of the hitters below her, I would definitely use actually over her. Interestingly enough, she has the highest critical strike chance in the game, which is kind of cool. So stack a little bit of health on her, stack a little bit of armor penetration, and she'll do very well. She's got 2 skins total. She's 8th overall in default power rank. And let's see, she's last in health. Her intelligence is pretty low. Agility's 13th overall. So if you think about the 3 main stats that are out there, strength, agility, and intelligence, and there's roughly 47 heroes in the game. If we're talking about the top third of all agility heroes, and there's roughly 15 agility heroes, and she's 13th, then you can see that she needs some help. Definitely needs some help. 31st in armor, 31st in magic attack. It's not a big deal. 32nd in magic defense. So she's got very low damage mitigation across the board, and like I said, very poor health. I mentioned previous that her surge, her artifact weapon is physical attack buff, so she would work really well in a physical attack team, and she would benefit from a hero like Galahad buffing physical attack, or one of the other heroes that does armor penetration. So yeah, that's Daredevil. Okay, look, I know that Daredevil is not at the top of anybody's list of heroes that people ask me to do a video on. So um, I just kind of wanted to do this one and get it done. I had started on it probably first or second out of all the heroes that I started doing. I'm not sure why I started on her, but I did. So I wanted to get her finished. I think that she could use a little bit of help. But in all seriousness, all heroes in this game have a place. I'm just not quite sure that um, that what she does isn't done just better by other heroes. So I would do if you need a marksman, I would do Kira. I would do Ginger. I would take a look at Fox. The Fox rework is pretty good, even though it's still not top tier. Take a look at I don't know. Take a look at like King Mao as a physical damage dealer. Dark Star is really cool. I would take a look at Dark Star. But Daredevil is an interesting hero. I think for her aesthetic and everything, you've got to really love her to use her. Maybe she's got a place in a third Grand Arena team, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thanks.